You know, if I played this guitar like this and had a bow, you'd go, is that a cello? And kinda. A lot of these archtops really were derived from cello makers that came to America, and this is, you can see the shape in that is really a cello maker making a guitar in the way that he knows how, cello-like. This is a Gretsch, and Gretsch has a rich history. They go back well into the 1800s, and we're all familiar with the electric guitars. They really were an archtop maker. And so we're going to do a little video on some of the archtop guitars. This is a Gretsch Synchromatic 100, and Synchromatic was just a name that Gretsch used for their archtops. They had a Synchro 100, a 150, a 200, and the Synchromatic 400 was really a fancy, ornate guitar, and they didn't make very many of them. But this guitar, we just put a fresh neck set on. It is a 1949, it's hard to say, there's no serial number, but late 40s, just post-war. It has a few weird things that it has a non-original pickguard, and honestly you could color the underside of this guard, but it has this cool stair-step bridge. You can see why they call it that, of course, and then this kind of piano-shaped, harp-shaped tailpiece, and it's got that nice dusky nickel, aged nickel. We had the neck reset. This is $1,250. You play these things because you want something to project. And guys used to play these as a rhythm instrument. Guitars were not lead instruments in the time this was made. You were supposed to sit back by the drum and help enhance the rhythm. That was the guitar player's job for many, many years, especially pre-World War II. And that's what this does. It gives you a throw. It projects. The note falls off. There is some sustain to it, not like a flat top guitar. But jazz guys, if you want to study jazz, this is a really interesting American-made. There's a little flame on there. This is laminated back and sides, maple neck, kind of cool tuners, a scripted logo, which is a pre-war logo. They stopped doing that about 52, where it's, you know, script. Remember script? Yeah. And of course the name Synchromatic done in pearl. So this is kind of a cool guitar. It's a little funky. There's a little bit of age on here. It has some gray hairs and wrinkles, but it's all been, the neck has been set, which means we took the neck out, put it up, so it's got all the right geometry to really play and bark just what you'd want. Now, Martin guitars. This is an interesting guitar. Martin guitars made flat top guitars. Gibson made archtop guitars. Martin got into the archtop models by doing what they do, having a round hole. And the round hole with an arched top, having the suspended tailpiece, the floating bridge, you move it according to the strings that you put on it, heavier or lighter, and keeping the intonation. All the features that you'd get out of an archtop except a round hole. And lately these have gotten kind of hot. They only made this for 1 year. And then Martin went, okay, F-holes, we get it. We'll put on F-holes too. Later, Martin guitars have F-holes. And honestly, throughout the 50s and 60s, a lot of guys would take off the archtop, toss it, and put a flat top on it because the back and sides were of such high quality cured wood. This R18, being an 18, is mahogany. It has a Honduran mahogany neck. It has original Grover State Tight tuners, and it is kind of an interesting guitar because it has a different sound. Now this really barky throwing sound is something for you if you use on a recording. Has that real throw. The note falls. So it's not a real, it sustains, but not like a flat top guitar. That's the point. This archtop is made to throw. It's made to dissipate any resonant frequencies, I won't go into that. But original pickguard, Brazilian rosewood board, a rather large 1 3/4 nut with a V-neck on it, and this is $39.95 with its original case. This is healthy. We've done a neck set to it. Any cracks that need to be fixed are fixed. Does it have any cracks? I'm asking you. Does it have any cracks? Great. I didn't think so either. Yeah, no, it is crack-free. And again, there's a few wrinkles, there's a few gray hairs on this. It is a fine guitar. They have the Martin logo on the back and the front. And for a 1933 guitar, for an archtop guitar, this is how old? Almost 100 years old. It has a delicious, complex tone that throws, and it's something unusual. So if you're looking for unusual stuff, we've got a couple of archtop guitars, and I've got 1 or 2 more Gibsons coming too, and we'll show you those in a video coming up shortly, okay? Let's do a 6 chord and bow.